嗨，大家好，我是米尔科比。这个是战神诸神黄昏 DLC 英灵神殿的游玩流程第4部分。那虽然一直想说这剧情的回顾，但是怎么说呢？那么它就是一直在不断的轮回啊，不断的在以 roguelike 的方式呢，一直不断从开头一直玩到最后。稍微有点比较不一样的就是说，我们可能这个提尔呢会变成我们最后的守门员，好，那就是他应该会越来越强吧。那随着每一次的进入，每次的剧情推进呢，它可能会换一点我们花样，换一点不同的武器。那总结来讲，简单的讲，因为其实剧情也不多。那上一次的话呢，其实就是在有点像是在回顾 Kratos 的过去哦，他现身哦，然后就是给阿瑞斯嘛，然后就是成为了战神，拿着他的双刀。那么后续因为这样子的呢，所以后续发生了很多悲剧哦，那以及不好的事情。那上次的那种部分，其实就是要我们的 Kratos 去接受这些事情，那也要去接受说，他这么做其实并不是为了自己哦，那也是为了许多的拯救许多自己的这个斯巴达人民哦，所以他不得已做出这样的决定。啊，Kratos 呢需要去接受这样的事实，而不是一再的呢苛责自己哦，那谴责自己哦，做出了这么多的行为哦，那导致后续的这个各种的悲剧的发生。那接受完之后呢，我们接下来又要会面对什么呢？哦，那就让我们看下去吧。一样子，那比较没意思的战斗呢，我就会全部都把它剪掉哦。第二部分叫警惕哦，警惕的话可能是想说可能，其实我也不知道。不过很大的几率应该是 Kratos 他曾经做过的疯狂的事情。
Yes. Succeed or fail, I feel progress, clarity. I need to see it through.
Very good, brother.
We need to see it through, but you know the process is not so fun at all. OK， 那一样，如果他们中间有一些什么样的对话啦，像是密米尔，他在这段时间，头被这个头呢变成厄斯赫尔，都是那个太阳神的那个期间呢，他也不是没在做事情，他还会经历到他的一些过去啊等等的啊，这些东西都会透过对话的方式告诉我们，所以也是为了要去让玩家不要觉得说太过于无聊了吧，毕竟这一次的游玩的方式呢是比较怎么讲重复性高的嘛。啊，那有那些对话出现的话呢，我也不会把它整个剪掉，会分享给大家。这一次又是什么？这个是盾牌，这应该也是过去战神的吧？提尔。哦，这就是太阳神了。
I'll give you this, brother. Your technique has improved immeasurably.
I needed his power to secure my vengeance against the gods. I believed I had no choice.
No choice? You could have not ripped my head off my body. That was absolutely an option.
Yes.
And he's back.
But that wasn't the worst of it, was it, Kratos? Killing me deprived Greece of the sun. They were plunged into perpetual cold and darkness. Crops ceased to grow. Famine descended on our homeland.
Not that you cared.
Enough.
He is bitter, isn't he?
你能怪他吗？莫名其妙就被一个家伙扯掉他的头，然后又让他底下的统治人民能遭受这些饥荒，你能怪他刻薄吗？没办法吧。Kratos 绝对也不是完全的都是正义的，所以
Kratos, I'm curious. Your decision to behead heroes, was it fueled by any personal motivations? Or was it really just a means to an end?
It was not personal. I didn't know him long before I killed him. He was as insufferable as any god. But his death brought me no satisfaction.
You know what would happen as a result.
Yes.
When Helios was captured by the god of dreams, the lands fell into darkness and were not restored until his return. I knew exactly what would happen.
But you still do it because revenge. 这真的是有点难以抉择。对，还是基本属性比较重要吧，我想。力量防御啊，终究是我的流派了。我的玩法呢，终究还是靠这两个，因为我比较喜欢跟王硬刚。我喜欢用普通攻击啊，完美格挡啊，去处理掉它。那自然而然呢，这些基本属性相对而言会比较重要一点点。
Kratos, I hope you'll forgive me for overdoing. But before you first found your way here, you were grappling with the symbolism of your former seat of power. May I offer a perspective?
You may.
Before I became God of War, I felt as hesitant as you do. I feared that taking the throne would only validate Odin's power higher, which even then I didn't trust. But I decided I could wield a better influence on the inside than on the outside. There are many ways to lead, and not all of them involve ruling. The throne and the office are only what you bring to them.
Yeah, everyone is just telling Kratos to become the God of War again. Well, in different regions. Who knows? Okay. Now, oh, 这个索尔吗？魔笛。Okay.
Plucking a son of Thor out of your memory, of all things.
Well, because we killed him. That's why. 我是很想选力量啊，不过我们现在其实真的没有什么可以回血的方式哦，怎么办？还是力量好了，因为这局打得蛮烂的。不用，我当前的古时经很好了，不需要换了。好，继续啊。那应该是又回到斯巴达吧
Guess you're not done with me yet, Kratos.
？Yep.
And lest we forget, Kratos, lest we neglect to place your deed in full and proper context, I saved your life. Me! And you literally tore off my head for my troubles. Imagine if all your new friends knew how you used to treat your old friends. Of course, you're not the same man, right? Now, you only get your friends killed through lack of foresight. Far easier to blame others that way, am I right?
I know you are a projection of the mind. But for what it is worth, the death I gave you was unjust.
Oh, how touching. Yeah, Not actually worth the spittle it took to mumble that out. Do not do that again. Nobody wants to hear that from you. Oh, don't hurry up and make a decision on my account.
好，没办法，不够。这些文章如果能够留一些的话是不错的，应该可以去合成一些比较重要的道具。审判之物啊，盾牌。
A little something to remember me by. I truly hope it brings you unrelenting torment.
灯发光。
Chills you just a little when they do that, doesn't it? Feels like judgment.
这边一定是还是要再重来的，还是要再整个再打一遍哦。Yep, of course。这一次会加时间吗？还是？我觉得应该是差不多吧。哦，又要遇到那个暴丧女妖了，又来了。 It's all the same.
Great! Oh, you've missed, slippery bastards, haven't you? Ah, another weapon, idiot! Break the tether, quickly! Siphoner to your right! Still a monster, I see. Incoming dive! Right side, incoming! A Minotaur. Now we'll see who's half a man. It's charging at us.
Oh my god, seriously?
change of pace.
And we died. 我没想到会这么多趟，而且全都是新敌人啊！那这也是没办法。
And we're back. Didn't miss anything too important, did I?
A master fights not only to survive, but to grow.
I do not need your comfort,
Perfection may
assholes.
be unattainable, but in magic,
It's never been easier to be better.
Be better. Get good. I hate those fucking sentences. 你有说什么吗？
Sigrun, inside we encountered a son of Thor.
It wouldn't really be him in there, I can assure you. You have a memory of a past fight, and I'm sure Valhalla takes advantage.
But why him?
I don't think that's for me to say.
Well, something for us to ponder in between melees.
哦，这次怎么会多一个奇怪的东西？
Is that
Key.
a key?
One from my past.
Did it unlock something important?
Only a memory.
Seems Valhalla thinks you have a story to tell.
Later.
Okay, new dialogue. That'll be interesting.
Dear, earlier you spoke to me as though I seek to lead. As if I were someone to be followed.
Your self-criticism, valid and otherwise, seem well reflected here in Valhalla. It's no accident that your mind manifested that throne. It's more than a symbol. It's a challenge to revisit your assumptions. Mimir is right. You have the power, and I think the wisdom, to redefine what it means to you. To assert that power is to prove to yourself that the chair doesn't change you. It doesn't make you a new person. Not if you know who you are, or why you serve.
Brother, while I'd love to say I left Oberon service as a matter of principle, the truth is it was much more a question of pride. If he'd simply shown me more appreciation, who knows how long I might have tolerated his evils. I certainly tolerated plenty from my subsequent employers before I could take no more. If I'm being honest, I was only too happy to offer my complicity in Queen Titania's humiliation.
What did you do?
I caused her to fall in love with something preposterous. An actor. I'm sorry, brother. That dauber was especially challenging. Keep on.
Just shut up. I hate this. Stupid
You
fucking.
are proving yourself to Valhalla.
No, not.
Air.
Use this. Adaptation is the gateway to glory. Keep pushing. Keep reaching.
Keep playing over and over and over again, and you will just go.
If you care to hear it.
Okay, I care. That's 听故事还比这些战斗有趣哦。
If you remember, my father had fallen ill. It was bad. An illness unknown to us. I offered to fetch the mage healer from the city, but my father refused. He insisted herbs were the only way to help him. You can guess what happened next. He was gone before the spring. I was devastated. In time, I grew to hate my father's philosophy and dedicated myself to healing through magic. It was a blind rejection of an entire field, because I believed it failed my father, because I blamed his death on his faith. The truth is, I traded one limiting perspective for another, but I wasn't ready to see that yet. That's a good place to stop for now.
那样，来到英灵神殿之后，每个人都要检讨自己的过去。
Do you feel more complete than when you started?
No, I feel broken. I feel hate, anger,
Now these would make a
Fear
real
renting.
and lasting difference.
That's what I feel.
It is all too common to fall to one of the chosen enemies of
You please, just shut up, please. Just shut up.
Milady, how is Alfheim these days? Does the peace hold?
It's tenuous, but holding. Endless war tends to breed quite a bit of mistrust. Thankfully, the elves, Bela and Bigvir, are in positions of influence due to their association with Freyr and involvement in Ragnarok. It's the best chance at lasting peace the realm has ever had.
What about the findings in the consul's journal? Have they shared it with the rest of the elves?
Not yet, but give them time.
那群鱼选的妖精终于暂时休战了，不然真的是很智障，每次都打起来。
Your old master. He had to make his wife fall in love with another.
Aye, temporarily by use of this magic flower. Though now it's clear to me the flower's effect isn't love exactly, but a kind of obsessive devotion that is too often mistaken for love. So of course the queen made a fool of herself, as did all those under the flower's spell that night. Don't know how I ever got embroiled in such a farce.
You are wiser now.
I think so. Though that only makes up for so much past stupidity.
Sigrun has been important to you for as long as I have known you. What happened in the beginning?
Oh, it's a typical enough story. A boy meets girl, girl fulfills her ambition to transcend the physical plane and become a Valkyrie of Valhalla. One day, Sigrun quietly arrived from Fjotorlund and began serving as Freya's handmaiden while she undertook training for the sisterhood. I don't know what I was used. I'd just see her around the court. Of course, I'd observed her loveliness and impressive stature long before we fell to talking. But we seemed cut from different cloth, I suppose. Never occurred to me we'd get along as well as we did.
总之就是一见钟情嘛。Just a little normal story. Boys meet a girl, yep, and they just fell in love.
I felt that one, brother! Oh, that's cold! Kratos, the key you found. Whose was it? What did it unlock?
It belonged to a boat captain I met during a battle on the Aegean Sea. His ship was part of a fleet under attack by a Hydra. The key unlocked his quarters, where I heard women screaming for help.
Ah, yes. The story of your fight with the three-headed sea serpent. You impaled one of its heads on the ship's mast, was it?
Yes. But that battle is not why this key appeared. It is my killing of the boat captain for it that seems to follow me wherever I go.
OK， interesting。刚刚那个家伙，那个大剑哥真的是超级难打。我记得我之前在玩本传的时候，也是吃了尽了苦头啊，没想到他是这次的守门员。
It's in the ground! Incoming dive! What did you let them hit us with?
Sailor poison!
Say what? It's charging at us!
OK, finally.
You win this round, Kratos.
哦，难得你会说一句正常话了。I hate this.
Sigrid, I wanted to tell you. Valhalla keeps sweeping me away to my own adventure in memory.
I wondered if it would. That's wonderful. What is it showing you?
Some particular events of my wayward youth. But they're in a loop of sorts. Not sure I've quite gleaned what it all amounts to.
Then you must do what you do in Valhalla. Keep going.
Yep, keep going, keep doing it, keep playing it. Wasting your time. And just trying to enjoy the fucking unlimited battle that you just encountered. Which is not my thing. I hate this so much, you don't even understand.
Key again. More to the story?
Yes, when there is time.
我们连那个上次解锁竞技场都还没来不及去体验，我们就死掉了。
How was it you first spoke?
Back when Freya was queen in Asgard, the better times, I mean, there really began to be some culture around the place. Poets, musicians, the odd contortionist would pay visits, perform, mingle. On one occasion, I'd taken a seat expecting to see this balladeer of the lowlands, when Sigrun walked in. No more stunning than I'd ever seen her. And when of all places she chose to sit next to me, well, a lot of very interesting things happened very quickly. But I may need to collect my thoughts while you get us killed again.
Yep. That's enough.
Let us get back to your memories of Sigrun. She sat beside you.
Yes, she chose to sit next to me. No big thing, really. Yet, somehow, despite herself, I felt her rush in my stomach like I was a green lad again. Embarrassing at the end of the day, to be so simple. I made some remark, and I learned how it felt to make her laugh. And suddenly I felt more at ease. Almost eerily so. A calm within each other's storm, I suppose.
Faye had a way of describing that. Peace dwells among us.
Lovely, brother. That's exactly right.
It's good to fall in love if you got a chance, I guess. If you don't, well, 这样我可能就无法理解吧，所谓的这种感觉，我也没那个机会，那好像也没那么必要。
Mimir, you may speak more of coming to know Sigrun.
Right. Where were we? After the ice was broken, I fell to talking more regularly, even making a point to do so. It was all I could do to enjoy our company responsibly, staying mindful of our respective positions and keep from crossing any line that would make things difficult for us to recover from.
Why?
Well, mostly. I'm always wisest in the parts I let myself remember. We need to bargain our way through that one. Kratos, about this boat captain. If you needed his key to save others, why does it seem to bother you so? Your actions in this case seem justified.
The captain was swallowed by the Hydra before I was able to kill it. When I entered its maw to retrieve the key, the captain had somehow survived, dangling over a fall that would surely kill him. I saw the terror in his eyes as he fought to hold on, and then relief when he believed I would save him. Instead, I took the key and dropped him to his death. And it was all for nothing. The women were dead by the time I reached them.
OK， 终于可以开始了。提尔，终于见到他了，死2、3次，好烦。
Oh, I'm back again. Still not used to that.
Yep.
Kratos, I've been awaiting your return. I have another cherished weapon from my travels to show
Whatever.
you.
上剑。希望可以一次通哦，不想再重打了。
Arms up!
Oh my
Here,
god.
by the way. Defend yourself. Tell me, Kratos, truly, how did it feel to plunge your homeland into darkness?
I did not intend the land to suffer, but I was indifferent. consumed only by rage and retribution.
That is not what I asked. How did it feel, in that moment, the soul given over to darkness, bringing a darkness over everything you could see?
It felt true.
Darkness come! Your curse!
You better get into the light, brother.
Be ready! Darkness come! You occur!
There's light over there, brother.
That more of that in you?
Arms up! Darkness come! You occur!
There, brother. I'm light.
啊，shit！这种拖时间的方式在对付我们啊！
Behind you. Incoming.
Ah, 差点就输了，妈的，真的很贱。
I yield. I yield.
Good then.
I don't think you were indifferent, Kratos. I think you were hurt. Deeply hurt. And you handled it unskillfully.
Wait, is that you restoring the sun? You took Helios's chariot and put the sun back in the sky, but sacrificed yourself in the process.
Yes. I fell to my death and was saved by Helios. But this memory happened before I killed him. My evils were yet to come. What is the point?
That your legacy has always been a complicated one. That goodness is not a destination we arrive at, but a practice. Misfortune may drive anyone to darkness. We resist it only through wisdom and vigilance. You are not so unskillful now as you were then. Better voices in your head, you might call it. I think that's enough for now. You have much to contemplate.
Yes.
Back to the beach then.
You should be proud of your progress, Kratos.
I do
See you
not
soon.
enjoy this. 呀，回去吧，回去吧，又再重打一次。
It seems like you're making progress, whatever you're doing in there.
Perhaps.
Listen, I know I made you feel like we expected more of you than you could give. And I just want you to know, I'm not asking you to change how you are or who you are. We had to break the old world to build a new one. Picking up the pieces and putting them together stronger. It's a rare opportunity. You made a difference here. In some circles, a symbol of change. On many days, just knowing that you're a part of the Council is enough.
And other days?
You've earned a voice. How you use it is up to you.
Well, whatever.
My lady.
General?
Okay, nothing to say.
Valhalla is pleased.
I'm not pleased. I'm sorry.
Shield Maiden.
Good. Mastery comes when passion and purpose are in harmony, no? Would you care to hear more of my story?
I will hear.
If you remember, I had shunned my father's herbal medicine after it failed to save him. I left my village and moved to the city. I scraped and scrounged, managed to survive, and became an apprentice to a renowned mage healer. I soaked up everything I could from her, and I was a natural, it turns out. Shedding my father's legacy came easy. In fact, I'd acquired quite the distaste for it. I cut herbal medicine out of my life completely. It was this rigidness that would prove the biggest mistake of my life. But I'll stop there for now.
Well then.
Valhalla observes every setback, but also every comeback.
Best improve where you can. Valhalla's not big on apples or blood mead.
Yeah, 因为如果有的话就更好了。OK， 把能强化都强化完了，然后这边应该也没有什么新的对话了。好，那刚好也把一个任务给完成了，时间也差不多了吧？那我想这个部分就先到这边。我是梅拉科比，感谢各位的收看，我们下次再见，拜拜。